Oh, you startled me. I'm Joseph Craven, and this is Hawk Talk, presented by Build Mississippi. It's playoff week, and we're so excited that I've just been living up here in the press box all week long in anticipation for Friday night. On today's episode of Hawk Talk, we chat with a couple of our senior football players, our head men's basketball coach, Chris Goodman, and of course, Craig Bowman, as we preview the matchup against Jackson Prep and recap the regular season of football. Don't go anywhere. Hawk Talk continues right after this. We got Coleman Williams and Katie Catchings here, two of the seniors on this year's football team. And gentlemen, first of all, congratulations. You've reached the end of the regular season with playoff time and all that. But let's look back a little bit first. Let's talk a little bit about senior year. How has it felt? Over the past couple of years, you guys have been a part of, the best run in Hartfield football's young history, right? How has it felt now that you kind of look back on your time here?
Just being able to be where we are this year, just being behind all those leaders we've had the past couple of years, being leaders to me. So this year's been good. I mean, trying to be the leaders that we can be and just play to that potential and do what we can do.
It's definitely been a blessing for sure, The guys we had before us, they taught us a lot. So now we can give it to these younger guys, and hopefully over the years they keep passing it down, make it a tradition.
Let's focus on that a little bit, because I think, at least from my observation, the linebacking core in general this year has been a very deep, very productive group as a whole. And as a couple of the seniors in that group, and you can add in a Yoder, for example, as well, but you've got some younger guys like an LJ Davis, that's been a King Gibbs that you've been able to work with, that have been productive, been producing. What's it meant as a senior trying to mentor, trying to teach these younger guys, trying to be an example to these younger guys? What's it meant to have that crew that you can kind of count on as well?
Well, it definitely takes the weight off a little bit, knowing if somebody goes down, it's not, we got to put such and such in. But it's been great teaching these guys, and they learn quick. So it's going to be great for them guys next year.
I look at it in a way like, if I talk, they're going to talk, and if I need help, they're going to help me also. So, just like at practice on the field, just help them. Tell them that, hey, I'm here. If you can just ask me a question, I know what I'm doing. I can help you. So maybe they can pass that on next year.
So we're at the end of the regular season, and playoffs are upon us. And I know that it has been at times, a difficult season, a trying season. I know, but both of you have dealt with a lot of, injuries and had to, sit out more than you wanted to, than you would have wanted to, being competitors, all that sort of thing. But you're at the end of the regular season, and you've got a wide open opportunity in front of you to still continue this run. So tell me a little bit about this year, what it's meant to you.
So the past 2 years, obviously, we've had very good teams. We haven't had as much struggle as we had this year, but just looking back on it, obviously, it's good for us, mentally and in the future for our lives. And I feel like it just teaches us, no matter what you go through it, you always got to work.
It's definitely a tough thing to do, You got to have the right mindset to get hurt and keep encouraging these guys. It takes a different type of mindset, intensity to, come out here every day and work and see the guys work, and you can't do anything while you're on the sideline. So I try my best, keep these guys up and be a leader that I am.
Yeah, I imagine it can be very frustrating when you want to be out there, you want to be contributing, you want to be competing, and to not be able to. So, all right, we got playoffs this week. Tell me a little bit about how, from your perspective, because people watching this, maybe they played in high school and they remember this feeling and all that. But tell me a little bit about how the mentality has to change and how the preparation has to change.
Well, of course, nobody wants to go home. Everybody wants to play in this big game. So, we got to come out at practice every day, have crazy intensity. The focus, we have to be very focused.
Kind of like Katie said, coming in this week especially, we have to be more focused. We have to have really good intensity, and like you said, nobody wants to be the team that loses in the semifinals. We want to make it, especially your senior year. You want to give it your all for those last two games especially, and just win it all.
Well, I feel like I can, speak on behalf of the school and on behalf of our fans, our parents, all of that. We're intensely proud of you guys, of everything, not just this year, but over the last several years, and everything that y'all have contributed to the continued growth of the program. And again, I think the biggest things they all have said so far is how much you're talking about preparing the younger guys and for the future. That's awesome. And I think that speaks to much more so than any wins, losses any win loss total, anything over the last couple of years. That's the legacy right there. So. Congratulations on a great career,
Thank
here
you.
as well. And I know the future's bright for both of y'all. So appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Oh yeah. All right, that good?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got boys basketball coach Chris Goodman here with us for to talk a little bit about the season.
Yeah.
We are fresh into it, and it's another exciting year of Hawks basketball. We've got, of course, a rich history of Hawks basketball in general across the boys and girls programs. Let's talk in particular about this senior class first and foremost. So you've got some guys that have been contributors to this program for many years now that have meant a lot to the program. Tell us a little bit about the seniors, what they meant to the program, and what you're excited about in their senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we'll start with Pepper Wilson. Pepper's been on varsity since he was a ninth grader.
Yeah.
He kind of treats himself like an NBA vet. I mean, he just kind of
he demands the veteran minimum.
That's exactly
payment is
it.
what he's demanding.
Veteran, veteran minimum. All those kind of things. He comes out here, he gets his job done.
Yep.
And he's just kind of like, yep, cool. Tell me when it's time to tip off. We'll be ready to go. Noah and Sam the same way. You know, and Noah and Sam got minutes last year on the varsity team, but now stepped up into obviously a bigger role, into a bigger leadership role, a bigger on the court role. They both shoot the ball really well, but now that they're getting starter minutes, it requires a little bit more expectations from them while they're out on the floor. So
yeah, and that's the thing. You talk about the growth of each player. Obviously, Pepper having to take over primary ball handler responsibilities, playing more like a true point guard this year, doing that so well so far as well, like really astronomically well.
Yeah.
But Noah and Sam have had to ramp up their defensive efforts, their ball handling, all of that. It really, I think, is a testament to their growth. That they're answering the call when you ask them to do so much more.
And also the thought process and the way that they've all changed, because actually I was their junior high coach. So
they made it through.
As wild as it is, they haven't quit basketball yet. It's crazy. So as we've made it through all of this, they've gone from, like Pepper as a ninth grader, primarily a shooter. Yeah. And now Pepper has turned into a more complete guard. And so Noah and Sam, same way. They have turned into a more complete basketball player. They sit down, they guard, they rebound, they go into different positions and have to guard different ways. They rebound the ball well. And it's led us some wins. So it's been good.
Meanwhile, Pepper Wilson is having to approve this message as he's just walked in behind the camera. So you just let us know if anything does not make it up to your standards. Everything.
Coach Goodman looks great. He looks really good.
No, thanks. It's just weird. It's just weird, Pepper. It's just weird.
Really.
Of course, it's not just seniors. I mean, you've got a good balance across the board. A lot of juniors that contribute, some sophomores, all of that. So tell me a little bit more about how you see the balance of this team.
Probably one of the most fun parts about this group, and Jimmy and I talk about this all the time, is this year's group is almost completely different than last year's group. Last year's group, we had so many returners. We already kind of knew what we had in place, and the puzzle was kind of already set. We just had to make sure that the puzzle didn't fall apart.
Yeah.
This year's group, there's so many different puzzle pieces that either haven't played major varsity minutes, haven't been in major varsity roles, or like in BJ's sake, this is BJ's first year at Hartfield.
Yeah.
So we had to put puzzle pieces and form the puzzle first before we could go, okay, puzzle, please don't fall apart kind of a deal. So, but listen, BJ, Connor, Corey, Stone, even Rob and Will, everybody, the most fun part about this team right now is their willingness to learn, love, and trust in one another. And it's what makes this group so much fun to coach.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it may be that this group is, the word that everybody likes to use is inexperienced. Okay, so they may not have the quote unquote varsity experience.
Right.
But you know what? What they do have right now is the buy-in to one another.
Yeah.
And as long as you can buy into one another, you can go out here and you can accomplish great things.
Yeah. Everybody starts inexperienced.
Absolutely. You got to get experience through experience. That's how it works.
Exactly. Well, I think one of the interesting things that we have about this season is the fact that with districts drawn up the way that they are this year, which will be changed, but for this year, it means that we get a lot of what would have been our marquee matchups against like an MRA or a Jackson Prep in December.
That's right.
Like they're coming up really soon. It's going to be kind of fascinating. So as football season winds down, we lean straight into some pretty big time basketball
intense basketball
matchups.
games.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. So that's it's gonna be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll get Justin in a hurry.
Gonna have to.
While most people are settling into cubicles and sifting through inboxes, others are busy building the foundation of the future, one brick, pipe, and electrical line at a time. The construction industry in Mississippi needs over 100,000 skilled tradespeople today. If you're looking for an in-demand, well-paying career, visit buildmississippi.com to discover rewarding careers in the trades. Your future is waiting. Let's build it.
We are the children. Yeah, that's it. All right, Craig Bowman here with us again, and we've done it. We've reached the end of the regular season. We
made it.
There were moments in which we thought maybe it was never going to end, and there's been so much discussion and talk about the whole PowerPoint system that I know we're both very, very tired of dealing with it. And hey, guess what? We don't have to anymore. Seating set, and we are ready to jump into playoff time. We had a difficult regular season and a very challenging regular season that I know you and the rest of the coaches feel like kind of prepare this team a little bit differently than we have in the past, because we started off with very, very difficult opposition and then had some games where we could clean stuff up. So tell me a little bit about how you think that has maybe helped us as we get ready for this playoff push.
Well, I think we're a completely different team because of that. One thing it does allow us as coaches to do is look back, see what we did well, see what we didn't. We've changed personnel groupings, we've changed people around. You know, it doesn't give us a false sense of who we are. When you play the front end schedule, we kind of know who we are, or we know who we need to be.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think we look like a very different team here at the end than we did at the beginning, and it has nothing to do with wins or losses. It has to do with people playing the position that we feel like they better suit this team. So I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah, when I was going through trying to get my pregame, notes, written up and all that, I looked back at the the regular season matchup against Prep, and I'm looking at stats and looking at this, and I'm like, we didn't have half the team. There a lot of injuries at that point. I know you, as a coach, understand the importance of you learn a lot through adversity than you do through the comfortable times. So tell me a little bit about how you think these players, now that we've reached the end of the regular season, how you think this team has responded to the stuff that went on the regular season, the difficult schedule, some of the injuries, stuff like that. Have you seen that impact and affect the team?
I think so, and I think we've definitely grown from it. I believe that this is the time of year that you reap the benefits from the struggle, and we struggled, and we had some. So even in the struggle, we had some real high points. I think about the first half of the Tupelo game. I think about some of the low points, which was the first time we played Jackson Prep. Yeah. And I think now we're in a place where we can reap the benefits of those moments and remind those guys, because it seems like, literally a season ago. That part of this football season seems like so long ago. But I think our kids grew from it. They matured. We are a young team. We only have 10 seniors. Yeah. We have a very heavy junior class, and we have some sophomores that contribute. And so they grew up a lot. We trust guys like Blaze Winstead a whole lot because of what he went through those first 6 games. So I think we've grown a lot. I think we trust each other even more.
You just mentioned Blaze, for example, and his growth, having Luke Wesson back from injury and getting him incorporated in the offense, which is really fun to see. But has anyone else kind of stood out as this point in the season you look up and you're like, man, that guy has really put in the work, the effort to contribute, and maybe we didn't expect that at the start of the year, but you look at it now, and anyone else stand out as well?
Yeah, I think one of the ones is Ford Ray.
Yes.
Ford has really grown, and his understanding of the defense is really impressive. He's been at the literally on the ground a good bit at the beginning of the season, to where he started understanding the defense and what Coach Rip and what Coach Tisdale are trying to teach him, and to where he's been a very good player. I think of just Jalen Williams and like I said, Blaze up front. Just they've had to grow up, and so it's been really encouraging to see that.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I can't say enough about how impressed I've been with Ford, with Peyton Trigg, the two of them, and the defensive line. There's a marked difference from when it started to really click with the two of them and like before, when they were both, early in the season trying to figure it out. Start of the year, we were, to put it quite frankly, a pretty terrible second half team. And we have obviously like improved on that and worked on that. And I think those guys you just mentioned, I think their improvement has lined up with that as well, and I think that's been really impressive to see. So, what do you hope to see? Obviously in the playoffs you hope to see a win.
Yes.
All right, let's just obviously
a win.
Yeah, but
Done.
all right, good interview. Let's wrap it up here. But what do you hope to kind of see, and what's the message you're telling the guys as they prepare for this playoff matchup against Jackson Prep?
Yeah, so we talk a lot about maturity, and we define maturity in our program as when things that we don't want to do become the things that we want to do because of the results that come with it. And so we want to see great maturity. Also, we've kind of Coach Lindsey's kind of coined this phrase is make this a November to remember, right? We've kind of to help us forget September is nobody remembers what you do in September. They always remember what you do in November. And we've had great Novembers the past couple of years, and these guys have grown up in that. And so it's their time to have a great November. And so the only way to do that is for us to execute in the second half. Like you said, our first halves were incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like right where we wanted to be, and then things would fall off. But that comes with maturity, coming out, making adjustments, and then expecting their adjustments. And so we know Jackson Prep is a well-coached team. They're going to play hard. They're going to make great adjustments. They're not going to just let you, run the ball, or throw the ball. They're going to do what they need to do to also win this game, because it's win or go home at this point.
Yeah, I mean, go back to that first Prep game. You want to talk about first half, second half.
Wild.
Tight ball game. The only difference being an unbelievable 50-plus yard field goal that Jackson Prep hit right before the half. Crazy stuff. Otherwise, it's a tight ball game up to that point. And then the second half, I mean, the wheels fell off. But that is why, I mean, you play the entire season and you keep working on the details throughout the entire season, and this team has done that and cleaned up on so many of those mistakes and all that. So I know it's going to be interesting, it's going to be exciting, and we're ready for it. All right, the most important question I can ask you, though, as we look back over the growth of the team over this season, tell me about your own personal facial hair growth here as the season has gone on.
Yeah, so that's been, I jokingly said that when we were struggling, I didn't want to be recognized in Walmart, but I mean, I'm kidding. But no, I don't know, man. It just kind of started happening, and we kind of started winning. And I'm not superstitious, but I am little stitious. To quote, Michael Scott. But no, it's just a little bit of a change up. I felt like we needed a little bit of change, and Jordan Irves, blast from the past. One time told me I was a lot scarier with a beard, so I guess that's what I'm going for. Intimidation. Is it working? Are you intimidated?
Yes, every single day of my life.
Perfect. So,
all right.
This has been fun, as always. I couldn't wait for this question, Joseph.
Yes.
I knew.
It was coming.
I knew.
It was coming. Well,
so is this when we cut to Build Mississippi?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's it. Yeah, just as Craig Bowman has been working on building that facial hair, Build Mississippi can help you. Your future's waiting. Let's build it.
When are the outtakes coming? Because we've had some good ones this year.
That's the problem, is I haven't cut anything out.
No, they have to.
All the outtakes have been
intakes.
Yeah, they're intakes.